What's up, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back with another D&D Weekly update. I know recently I've been saying we haven't had a lot of news, but there's actually a fair amount of stuff that's coming out this week. There was new Unearthed Arcana, there was some updates to D&D Beyond, whether or not you like it or not, beside the point. A new Dragontalk, as always, but there is a very interesting new module, the Secret Project 76, that we've heard so much about for the Adventure League, has been revealed, and it is something I'm very excited about. And if you ever wanted to get to level 20, I'm sure it's something you're going to be excited about too. So stay tuned. Alright, so first we're going to start off with this Guild Adept program article. This is something from the Dungeon Masters Guild. They've announced this, actually, I feel like they announced it a while back, but they just posted an article about it recently. It's basically, you can become a guild adept, and you get this kind of gold symbol next to your work. But basically, they picked out 10 people, and they're going to get access to D&D Adventures in advance. I know we talked about this earlier this year. D&D Adventures advanced copies, essentially, before they become available to the public, so they can create their own DM's Guild-related content in the new, to go alongside with the new adventure. As we've seen, there's a lot of awesome content, additional adventures, NPCs, items, feats, whatever, on the DM's Guild that tie directly to some of the existing pre-written campaigns. And this allows them to go ahead and do that and kind of get a knowledge of what's coming out on the forefront and kind of give an idea when that's going to happen. And they actually list out the first batch of Guild Adepts. And I don't know, and I could be wrong, but I see some famous-y people here. You know, famous-y. Rudy Rutenberg, Satine Phoenix. You know, people that are big in the D&D universe, you know, in the D&D webverse, but I don't know, and I could be wrong, but I look at, like, the top-selling people on the DM's Guild who are constantly always putting out content that's heavily consumed by people. I don't know if any of these people are those same people. Could be pseudonyms, I could be wrong, but just from a quick glance, it doesn't seem to be the case. But that's besides the point. Also, they kind of give you a little bit at the end. They're always looking to add more people. Basically, they're suggesting don't make your content free or pay what you want to encourage you to get this DM's Guild access, and the thought process being to show whether or not people want to pay for your module. And you know, I don't really personally agree with that. I think if you're D&D and you see a lot of people clamoring for something and it moves to the top of the list of most popular items, regardless of how much people want to pay for it, I feel like that should be the merit for the DM's Guild Adept. But maybe I'm in the minority. Okay, I did an article, I did a whole video on this 3-pillar experience on Unearthed Arcana. I think it's fantastic. You can check out that video here on the channel, but I think it's great because it shows a new way to showcase experience without focusing on combat as the majority of the reason why. And I feel like that is the easiest way to get XP in Dungeons & Dragons because it doesn't involve you having to homebrew up a role-playing or a social encounter-based experience. This kind of does it for you. I also did a video on this. D&D Beyond, if I click this.
D&D Beyond. Play with advantage.
Yeah. They have added a pronunciation guide to any of their compendium characters, voiced by Matt Mercer and Marisha Ray of Critical Role and voice acting fame. They partnered with Wizards of the Coast to make sure they get the correct pronunciation for all of these monsters. Like, it's not a Tarasque, it's a Tarask, confirmed per this. It's a bullet, not a bullet. Not a boulet, apparently, even though that's what the TSR folks called it back in the day, but you get the point. I don't know if they're going to, for each monster or race, we've added the audio icon. I don't know if they're going to be doing this, or if they already have done this for compendium sealed content, like if you pre-purchase Curse of Strahd or Princes of the Apocalypse and you want to hear the name of an NPC spoken, I don't know if those exist in there, but I can tell you that everything for the free compendium does. Not sure about Volo's guide, but if you guys have already purchased these and you know, can you please let me know in the comments below so I can update my video. Thank you. This was something that I didn't even realize when I did my Dragon Plus review earlier in the month, or last month really, but there's a section that they had character sheets for all the characters from the D&D comic world. So I thought that was pretty cool. Most importantly, we have Mink's character sheet here. Excuse me. And, you know, it's full of Minksy goodness, as it were. Favorite enemy's evil. Gets bonuses for smashing it. Just thought they were interesting. If you haven't checked them out, they could be, you know, or to use as potential NPCs in your campaign. ProJared was on the most recent episode of Dragontalk, talking about dice camera action. Again, another lore you should know with Valindra's Shadow Mantle, focused on that. So that's interesting. I feel like they did one not that long ago, but they brought her back. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. We talked about this a while ago. It's an idle clicking style game. It's an alpha test. You can enter your email there to get access to it. And then you can go ahead and get into the game. And let me know what you think about that. I had to put this up here. Apparently, goblins, dinosaurs, and zombies, oh my, you'll encounter other creatures in Tomb of Annihilation, like this guy. What do you think its name is? So we have some sort of Bunicorn? I mean, I don't know. But anyway, it exists. So that's a cool monster we'll meet in Tomb of Annihilation. If you're a Loot Crate person and you spend money for Loot Crate DX, I don't know what that is because I haven't purchased a Loot Crate in many, many years because I kind of got sick and tired of the same kind of crap in all of the Loot Crates. And obviously, they've expanded quite a bit since I purchased them. They now have the Anime Loot Crate and the Gamer Loot Crate and the Shirt Loot Crate and apparently Loot Crate DX, which I'm going to guess just stands for Deluxe. And maybe has more stuff in it. It is $50 or $48 a month, but there's going to be a Dungeons and Dragons item in it. You know, I can't talk too bad on them. I mean, hell, the shirt I'm wearing right now is a Loot Crate shirt from when I bought it, and that red D&D shirt with the kind of faded ampersand logo that literally, well, every D&D player I know has. I get a lot of use out of that shirt. But, you know, Loot Crate wasn't for me, as I've been going through selling all my old Loot Crate stuff on eBay. It was just like when I had them, it was Batman and The Walking Dead, like, every month. So, but anyway, if you are a Loot Crate subscriber, you can look forward to, or a Loot Crate DX subscriber, you can look forward to a D&D item. There's been another update I just wanted to point out for D&D Beyond. Again, I'm not a personal fan of it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to cover it for you guys that are, or you guys who aren't in the know. There are now options to add custom attacks to your character sheets, and you can kind of override the existing functions. It looks like you can also add custom speeds now, in your type of movement. So, this is all viewable on the D&D Beyond forums, where you can keep up to date with everything before public releases come out. And lastly, the moment we've all been waiting for, Super Secret Project 76 is called The Lost Tales of Myth Drannor. 6 adventures for 1st to 20th level characters, official Adventure League content. An exciting update to the City of Hillsfar and 6 D&D Adventure League adventures in Cormanther for 1st to 20th level characters for the world's greatest role-playing game. So, DDAL00-02, Lost Tales of Myth Drannor. Stay tuned for even more. We don't have, obviously we can see some stuff being pushed here. We can see kind of the inside cover and who worked on the project, all the different chapters, but we don't actually get that much information. But this is the first we've seen of it, and again, it specifically lists 1st to 20th level characters, which is very exciting. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Last little bit, I'm going to do a separate video on this, but just want to let you guys know I'm going to be at GenCon later this week. So if you're there, we should hang out and play games. Or if you're a GenCon veteran and you feel like helping a noob out, comment on this video or something, because I've never been to GenCon and I know I haven't done enough research. I feel like I'm going to go in kind of blind, and I feel like that's a bad idea. as it is with most conventions. When you go in blind, you get lost and you don't do anything. So anybody who can provide assistance or help to me, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, guys, you can check out the videos up above me here, and you can click over there to subscribe to the channel, and you can stay up to date whenever new videos come out. But the videos up above me, you'll see It Builds Character, my weekly character building show, where I built Hellboy this past week. And you'll also see my other video over that way that is all about the pronunciation guide in D&D Beyond that we talked about. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Or at GenCon.